Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arababiah coming at you from the Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, America's Food Secrets. So I got to be careful what I put and how I put it so I don't, this channel don't get a strike on it. So I thought that'd be a good title. So anyway, this is very interesting on this young lady and some of the information she's presenting. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. And so before I play this video, I wanna read a quick scripture. I wanna go to Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, "The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Well, it's so-called Esau, the so-called white man. This video is going to show another example of the wickedness and the level of wickedness that's being done under his watch. He's over the nations, he's over the world now. So this is just another wrinkle, should I say, another level that he's of wickedness. When you America is a LLC, it's a business. Well, what business is it? Who owns it? The elite. So if you think about it in that way, if you think about if you owned a business, you're not going to put the same thing in the business that you have in your home. When you look at the resources, which I say the food that's over in Europe, is different from here in America. They don't allow certain stuff in Europe that they allow here in America, because America is the business. Europe is the people that own the business. Where the elites at. So you get ready to hear that, in 3D. You get ready to hear it right now, right in your face. So anyway, let me go ahead and play this. This is very interesting. Listen up.
You can eat the cheese, bread, pasta, drink the wine in Europe and feel amazing and alive. Yet you eat the same foods in America and you feel like utter crap. So I'm going to talk to you about the 11 foods that are banned in Europe but are allowed in America. Number 1 is bread. You eat bread in Europe, no problem. You eat bread in America, you get all sorts of issues like gut problems and brain fog. There are many toxic ingredients in bread, but one of them that stands out is known as azodicarbonamide, and this is the same chemical that they use in yoga mats and other rubber substances. This is linked to asthma, hormonal disruption, as well as cancer. It is banned in over 30 countries, and there's a reason for it. It's not the bread, it's what's baked into it. Number 2 is American cheese, full of artificial dyes and food emulsifiers. It's engineered to melt, colored to glow, and marketed as cheese. Colored with petroleum-based dyes, such as yellow number 6.
Wow, listen to that, man. Just wicked, man. It says, John 10:10 says, "The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I come that they might have life and that you might have it more abundantly." So who's the thief of the earth? Who's been stealing and killing since the beginning? Esau. So this is just another example of, stealing, killing, and destroying. You figure that we buy this food here and it's overpriced, and we buy something that will eventually kill us and destroy our life, will destroy our family's life. But so these scriptures are always on point, man. Go ahead and let this play.
It has emulsifiers that are linked to kidney issues as well as chronic inflammation. It's banned and restricted in over a dozen countries. Real cheese doesn't glow in the dark. Number 3 on the list, chickens. Chlorine washed. These chickens are raised and filled, rinsed in chemicals, and then served for your meals. The chlorine is meant to kill the bacteria from factory farming. However, it just covers up the contamination. It doesn't prevent it. The chlorine is banned in over 20 plus countries, including the UK, Germany, and Spain. Other countries have cleaned up their farming, but America is just covering up with bleach. Number 4.
Wow, you hear that? You hear that? I got another precept. Proverbs chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. This is straight wickedness. It says, rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they are forward in their paths. So this is Esau, man. Everything he does is just, evil, selfish. So this stuff is being brought out, and these are just chemicals, that could, destroy people's lives, Wait, let this play.
Milk, because of the hormones RBGH and RBST. More milk means more hormones, means more profit. These cows are injected with synthetic hormones to boost their production of milk. However, this in turn raises the IGF-1, and human consumption of this has been linked to cancer. If this is banned in the EU, Canada, and Japan, Europe will not use American milk. Wow. Other countries have banned the hormones, but in America, we're just labeling these milk products as healthy. Number 5 on the list, I'd rank right up there with seed oils. It's one of the most toxic things you can consume. I wouldn't eat it if I was starving. It's farm-raised salmon. These are raised in these contained tanks and areas. They are fed all sorts of chemicals, and they're painted and have synthetic colorings to make them look like they're natural and they were caught in the wild. So they're dyed with these synthetic colorings.
Wow. Give another precept. I got Isaiah 24. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fade away. The world languish and fade away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, they have changed the ordinances, and they broke the everlasting covenant. So you think about it, a lot of the normal way that we do, we fish for stuff, we hunt our food, the normal way where we garden, plant our food, pluck our food, is all upside down. The laws are just everything's backwards, and it's because we got the wicked that's in control right now, so therefore, instead of us having fresh fish that's caught, we got fish full of chemicals, and it's because of the wicked and the greed of the people that's in power now. I want to read another quick scripture. I want to go to Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 21. It says, I will give it into the hands of a stranger for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. So this is exactly what's happening. The whole earth is being polluted because the wicked are in the earth, and they're just spoiling everything. They're destroying the whole system of the earth, the air, the water, everything's upside down and destroyed. People are getting sick, so, we got to go into new management, man, because things are getting worse and worse. I'm going to let a little bit more of this play.
They're fed additives and pesticides. Have you seen these breeders or these farmers that are farming the salmon? They're wearing like gas masks.
Wow.
This has been banned in over 25 countries, including the entire EU. Number 6 on the list, this is actually quite sad. It's tap water because of the fluorine and chlorine. It's not hydration, it's medication. The U.S.
Wow. Well, you can watch a little bit more on this if you want. The information's on the screen, but I thought this is, it's only clear that, the wicked are in power right now, and we need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because, it's not much more this we can take. We're going to need the Lord, So anyway, we want to stay close to the scriptures and stay close to the men that are teaching the 100% doctrine, that would be the elders and apostles of GMS. Most of all, we want to stay close to, like you say, to this Bible. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 33:6 says the wisdom of the scriptures are going to be our stability. So we must believe that, have faith, and let this Bible lead us through this time that we're in and the time to come. It's going to get really bad out there. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Shalom to next time, Lord willing. Shalom.